Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Kat about Raid Shadow Legends! Today, we're going to be talking about how I get the most out of Arena. So, before we get into that, please do me a favor. Call your mother. No. Scan the little QR code up there. Click the link in the description if you want to start a new Raid Shadow Legends account if you haven't already. If you want to start a whole new account, now is a great time to do it. We've got Rector Draft, we've got all those events and all of those resources available if you click my link or scan the QR code up there. At the same time, when you hit level 15, after scanning the QR code and clicking the link in the description, you will get Yugo. So between Rector Draft and Yugo, you are going to get some really kick-butt healers. And the reason we're talking about that today is because we're going to go into Arena, and Arena is a great place to use your healers. One of the ways I get the most out of Arena is I do my daily battles in Classic Arena. So right now, that's the last little bit that I need to do for my daily activities today. So we're going to do that right now. And while I go through them, I'm going to kind of talk about my strategies for this, how I pick which battles I want to do. So right now you'll see I'm in gold rank 1 because I'm really cool. You see one of the battles I already did, the one battle I've already done was with a team that's 55,000. With my defense, I have 146,000. So that's a no-brainer. So I always try to do the easiest battles first. I usually look for a lower power level than me. In some instances, like right here, I'm also looking for battles where I only have to fight against one champion. Even though this is a mythic, and I have been told that this mythic chicken is not one of the good mythics. So I don't know. I think he's cool. But if you can find a battle where there's only one character that you can battle up against, then you're good. The other thing I've been told to look for are battles where the lead character is not a speed character. So for example, down here, this defense has 128,000 power. It's lower than mine. It should be easy, right? Wrong. Look at this big guy right here in the front. So first off, I know He-Man because I've played a lot of Arena and I know he can be a big pain in the butt. He's also got Skeletor with him right there. So that's probably going to be tricky. But the other thing you want to pay attention to is in this upper right corner, you see a little man running. Woo! That means their leader is has a speed. That means their leader is a speed leader. So what that means is his aura increases ally speed in arena battles by 28%. That's a lot. Sometimes I have Deacon Armstrong as my leader, but I've actually been reminded that Sun Wukong gets the same amount of speed in his aura. He gets an allied speed increase for arena battles by 28%. So I'm recently switched him over to be my main leader, both on my offense and defense, but I am automatically going to have a way harder time with this because He-Man is such a great character, and two, because he's got a speed lead. So speed lead, speed lead. Down here, I don't have a speed lead, but this is almost 100,000 power bigger than me, so I'm probably not a speed lead, but Loki is a pain. I don't want to deal with it. Sun Wukong, absolutely not. This might be a little bit more reasonable, but I tend to just go easier because why am I going to sit here, and I don't want to run the risk of my arena rank dropping down if I'm losing a bunch of battles. So I'd rather just go with the easiest possible thing. So I'm going to just hit refresh list so we can poke around. This is a definitely no, because also I know this character, she is one of the best mythics in the game. There ain't no way I'm going to be doing that. So we're going to see if we can find something easy. Doesn't look like it. What do you think, Dart? Dart wants to make the video with me, so he's our special guest. You guys sit, though. Be a good boy. Doesn't look like I have a lot of good options here. So I'm going to go with something relatively low in power, preferably something lower than me, even though we have a speed lead. I'm hoping I'm going to be fine. Dart also says something to pay attention to when you're doing arena battles is watch for champions that beat you. So that's how I knew that He-Man was a character that I didn't want to fight against, because I paid attention to who was beating me, and He-Man would often beat me. So he's somebody that I know I don't want to go up against. I also look for characters that I can't beat. I'm looking for characters that either I can't beat or easily beat me. And then I know for the future, if I get that character through an ancient shard opening, like I just did a video about, then I know that this is a good character, at least in arena, and worth upgrading in that sense. So I don't see a lot of teams that I really want to fight against right now, so I'm just not going to. And in the meantime, we're going to go hang out and talk about Tag Team Arena. So there's a couple philosophies to keep in Tag Team Arena, like how often you should. It's okay. Oh my God. Bean has the zoomies right now, so Dart is freaking out. Okay. Oh my God. So there are a couple philosophies to take on how often you should do your tag team battles. I know that it is very commonly an advanced quest. So right here, see, fight in 5 Tag Team Arena series. Note that it doesn't say win. You just need to fight in 5 Tag Team Arena series. So sometimes people just do the 5. My philosophy has usually been to just do enough to keep myself at the rank I'm currently at. So right now, if I didn't do anything, I would drop down to bronze 1, but I want to just maintain bronze 2. So I just believe I need to get 200 more points, and that's relatively easy. I've also heard the philosophy that you want to win enough battles that you earn 360 gold bars per day. Now, you're like, Kat, that's a really specific number. You're right, it is, but it is for a specific reason. The only thing I spend my gold bars, which are my Tag Team Arena credits, is on the champion fragments for Drexthar Blood Twin. And you can get 1 for every 24 hours. So some people's philosophy is to get at least 360 so you can get 1 fragment per day. He is a really great legendary champion. And if you can get those credits every single day, you're going to literally chip away at him. See the little pieces fall? Ha! You're welcome. You're going to chip away at him over time. And you see I'm about a quarter of the way there. I have not been as good with my Tag Team Arena battles as I guess I should be. But we also know I don't play this super competitively. I play it pretty casually. Sometimes I only play for 15 minutes a day. There's a video above that talks about how I do that. But I like to do enough on Tag Team Arena because I like this champion. And so if I have a little bit more time than I usually do, I really try to do my Tag Team Arena battles so I can get those. So this is going to be a really easy Tag Team Arena battle, and it's going to be no problem. However, if you win at least 2 of the battles, so we're going to take that away for a second, you'll see up here in the top right corner, you'll see little markers that tell you how many battles you've won. So for this case, since I won all 3, I get 24 gold bars. If I only win 2 of them, I get 16, and if I win 1, I only get 8. You're welcome, that's math. So if I try to win as many as possible, but if I just win 2, then my rank is going to go up here anyways. If I lose 2, then my rank goes down. So this is a character I've noticed in my Tag Team Arena. She tends to be really hard to get through. So we're going to see if I can beat her, but I don't know if I can. I can barely see it underneath my QR code. Scan that, by the way. Click the link in the description and get some cool stuff. But this is probably going to be a long battle. So we're going to see. I'm probably going to skip ahead to a lot of it. But in the meantime, you should click the link in the description. You should scare that QR code. Get wrecked or draft. Get energy refills. Come play with me, Charlie. You want to come back now? You want to be nice? Well, she's stunned. Maybe that'll do something. Oh, God, she's such a pain. I need a heal block kind of character. Oh, stun and decrease turn meter. Please do that. Right now is a good time to find out if there's a time limit on Tag Team Arena. I might concede. I might say no thank you. So I'm gonna skip this battle. I think I can beat the other two battles that are on here. My first team is not my strongest team. I'm stubborn and I don't want to deal with it. Look at this spider. Yeah, see, that's how long it should take. Thank you, Sun Wukong. Also, if you click the link in the description and you scan the QR code, in the first 24 hours, you can get Sun Wukong if you use the promo code Monkey. All right. So we've talked Classic Arena, Tag Team Arena. Now we're going to talk about the Great Hall, because I have seen plenty of comments that is saying, Kat, why are you not upgrading your affinities? Why have you not talked about upgrading your affinities in the Great Hall? There is a reason. The reason is I've been saving it for this video because I want to talk about why I have not upgraded anything in my Great Hall. I made some mistakes early on. I'm going to make a video at some point, probably when I start a new account, of things that I wish I had done differently when I first started my account. One of the things is the way I built my Great Hall, the affinity bonuses. Now, these are bonuses that come in and help you in Arena specifically. So the reason I haven't upgraded my affinities very much is, one, I was upgrading them wrong, because the advice I've been given was to build tall, not wide. And what that means is only focusing on the affinities for crit damage and accuracy. And that's it. So that was a mistake that I made early on, and I stopped upgrading because I was like, I'm doing it wrong. I freaked out. The other reason I haven't upgraded a lot of my affinities is because I was saving them for missions. So some of the missions I knew that were coming for me were ones that involved upgrading affinities. I at the time didn't know if they were retroactive or not. So like if I upgraded them here, were they going to count later on when I got to that affinity and I could just, hit claim and move on? I wasn't sure about that. And I was worried that I would, spend all of these medals and all of the medals that you get from doing Classic Arena. I thought that I wasn't going to be able to, that it wasn't going to count and I have to spend all of those over again and it was going to take me forever. So I didn't want to upgrade them unless I knew it was going straight to that mission. I've also been told that when you do a clan versus clan, which I also have a video about how I maximize my point, when clan versus clan comes around, that is a great time to upgrade your affinity bonuses because you get a bunch of points for it. So that's a great tip that I've heard as well. So that means I'm going to not be upgrading my crit damage for my magic characters right now because I'm going to save it for my clan versus clan. So that's everything about affinity bonuses. I hope that clears it up because I saw a lot of comments from people that were like, why aren't you upgrading your affinities? Why aren't you talking about that? So the last thing I want to talk about is when you want to drop rank. Now you're like, Kat, why do you want to drop rank? Well, I'll tell you, little jelly bean. The reason you want to drop rank is, like what I said before, sometimes you get a mission that requires you to do so. You'll get missions sometimes that say you want to defeat X amount of champions in Classic Arena, or you want to win X amount of battles in Classic Arena. Now, you can see that my arena rank is high enough that I kind of struggle to find and do a healthy amount of battles. The best way to do that is to turn my defense hot garbage. So that means we're going to use, let's get a really hot garbage character. Let's do Warboy. We're going to make him my defense right now. And that is going to drop my rank a lot. That means I am going to probably drop down into silver 4. But the nice thing about that is I'm going to be up against weaker opponents, which makes it easier for me to hit all of my battles and win them all. So if I'm doing a mission where I want to beat certain number of champions or win a certain number of battles, it's a lot easier because I'm up against weaker opponents. The other reason that I could consider dropping my rank is when there are tournaments or events. Right now, there is a tournament for Classic Arena Takedown. I don't have that many points. I am ranked number 71. That is big sad face. The way this is set up, me being in gold 1, I would be getting 9 points per win. Now that's good, but clearly I'm not winning that many battles, so it might be a really good incentive for me if I just drop down to silver 4, where I'm gonna win a lot more battles and get 8 points. It's only a drop down of 1 point, but if I'm winning more, then I'm gonna be earning more points. So my incentive right now is to drop down so I can get more points for this event. But comment below, I wanna see if you guys agree with me on this. Is that a good reason to drop an arena rank? I'm gonna try this right now and we'll see how it goes. I'm actually curious. We're gonna do a little experiment. So that's pretty much everything I have as far as arena goes. So comment below, tell me what are your philosophies on arena? Do you do a lot of tag team? Do you lean more on Classic Arena? What are your experiences with it? And then if you haven't already, if you're liking the videos, watching the videos, thank you very much. My channel is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. And this has been a great opportunity for me to really spend time on the game and try out content creation, which is something I've never done before. But at the same time, if you scan the QR code, if you click the link in the description, it's also a big help for me. You're also going to get Rector Drath, you'll get Yugo, who is a fantastic character as well, and you're going to get a bunch of other items that boost your account and get yourself further than you would if you just downloaded randomly. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for stopping by, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Look like a psycho.